Welcome in to the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. As always, presented by Heidemann & Associates. I'm Alex Napolis, joined today by Carson Lentz. He'll be on camera for just a little bit, but he'll join the broadcast here in just a second. But we're getting ready to kick off the 6A semifinals here at Zions Bank Stadium. It is the number one in the RPI, the Farmington Phoenix, getting ready to take on the number 4, the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Ticket on the line for the 6A state championship match, and this should be a fun one. Two of the top teams in 6A going head-to-head for a chance to fight for a championship. It is going to be the Pleasant Grove Vikings in the white, shooting to the right of your screen, and it is going to be the Farmington Phoenix in the black, shooting to the left of your screen here to start the first half. The whistle blows, and we are underway for the 6A semifinals, game 1 between the Farmington Phoenix and the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Foul called and a free kick. It's going to go against the Vikings. It'll be a free kick for the Farmington Phoenix here to start. It'll be Jensen to boot this one away. Ball brought down. Ben Wright giving chase. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Hellquist to throw it in. Up the sideline. Hellquist trying to recover. Good pass there from Jackson Cheney. That goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here again for the Farmington Phoenix. It'll be Toby Grant coming here on the near side to throw it in. Grant goes with a deep throw towards the near post. The header! Snap down header there from Colson Hellquist. And nice save by Rexton Atkinson as the first dangerous opportunity goes to the Farmington Phoenix. Takes a bounce. Ben Wright giving chase. Lands at Foster. Foster taking it in. Foster in the side of the box. The angle closed down quickly by the Vikings. Ball out to Janke. Janke with the cross into the box. Cheney's had the header from right, and it's in! It's a goal for the Phoenix, but it will not count as the flag is raised. Josh Foster doing a great job. Janke with the cross. Ben Wright with the header, but it will not stand as the offside flag raised. Ball back in play. Farmington early here with the pressure. Finds the back of the net early. Now ball goes out wide in the direction of Janke. Janke crosses it in. Foster inside the box. And it goes out of bounds and out. Goal kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. And the Vikings dodging an early one there. Taking a look at both sides coming into this one. First, let's take a look at the designated visiting Pleasant Grove Vikings. Coming into this one at 11-5 overall, 6-4 in Region 3 play. They finish 4th in region. They come in as the number 4 in the RPI, 51 goals scored, 28 goals conceded on the year. This is a team this is a matchup that's already happened once before this season. Farmington and Pleasant Grove played each other early in non-region play, and it was the Phoenix who came out on top 2-1 against this Vikings side. An early start to region play that ended up with some losses for Pleasant Grove. They lost to Lone Peak 3-1 and then lost to Skyridge 4-3. They went on a 5-game run to keep Region 3 interesting, including a big 3-1 win against the Lone Peak Knights. There was a 3-way tie at the top for momentarily before they lost to the Skyridge Falcons 2-1, and they lost to American Fork 5-2 to give a shared region championship to the American Fork Cavemen and the Lone Peak Knights down there in Region 3. Got the first round bye, beat Harriman in the opening round of playoffs 6-1, and then they got the quarterfinal win against Davis 2-1, and now they're here at Zions Bank in the semifinal against the Farmington Phoenix. That is, again, the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Taking a look at the Phoenix. Coming to this one at 15-1 overall, 9-1 in Region 1 play. They finished at the top of the region for a Region 1 championship. Number 1 in the RPI. 36 goals scored, 10 goals against for this Farmington Phoenix side. Their one loss of the year coming to the Layton Lancers, where they lost 4-3 in penalties early in region play. And again, this is a team that's already played each other once. Farmington came out on top 2-1. And they have been unbeaten since late March, coming to the semifinals with an 11-game win streak as they finished region play 9-1. Got the first round bye. They beat the one team that beat them already once this year, the Layton Lancers, 3-0 in the second round of playoffs, and then got a 2-0 win in the quarterfinals against the Skyridge Falcons to set themselves up here with a semifinal matchup against the Vikings. Austin Judd giving chase. Ball out wide now to McIntosh. Up the sideline is Jensen. In the middle now for Cheney. Heavy touch there taken by Mac Jensen. Ball coming out wide to Foster. Foster brings it down. Back now to Haven. Haven looking up towards Foster. That ball out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the Vikings. Good start for Farmington. Throw in by Merriweather. Ball booted away. Looking in the direction of John Fritcher. Binding off his line will boot this one up and away. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. For this Phoenix side, they last season fell in the quarterfinals after a 6-5 penalty shootout loss to the Syracuse Titans. Still looking for their first boys soccer state championship. 2 wins away from number 1 for the Farmington Phoenix. Last season, Pleasant Grove made it to this stage. They played here at Zion Skyridge Falcons. That game that had 2 weather delays and ended up having to be finished inside here at Zions Bank Stadium because the rain was just too much. That crazy match ended in a 4 win for the Skyridge Falcons that eliminated PG in the semifinals. One-time state championships in boys soccer. That was back in 2018 for the Vikings. Free kick coming up here for Farmington. Only 2 on the wall for Pleasant Grove. Everyone lined up at the back post. The cross comes in. The header from Foster. That goes over the bar and out, just nearly there from Josh Foster. Farmington again continuing to be dangerous here in the first half. Goal kick coming up, and it's going to be Atkinson to boot this one away. Ball won back by the Phoenix. Booted over the top, looking in the direction of Foster. Foster giving chase. Foster does a good job to win it back. And a foul called there against Josh Foster. As that ball comes back for a free kick for the PG Vikings. It'll be Tyler Gibbons to boot this one away. Gibbons looking in the direction of Facer. Comes down now as Martinez brings it down. Martinez plays it out wide, and it's Doman who brings it in. Doman now settles it up the sideline. Is Olmos. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up for the Phoenix. Ball booted up by McIntosh. Doman brings it in for the Vikings. Ball out of bounds and out. Throw-in coming up for Pleasant Grove. 30 minutes left to go here in the first, all tied up at 0-0. Farmington had a goal within the first 2 minutes, taken off due to the offsides. And that sets us up here with a 0-0 scoreline. Foul called and a free kick coming up here for the PG Vikings. Everybody lining up at the near post. The ball whipped in. Into the mix, the header, it's in! It's the Vikings! And it's Golden McCurdy! McCurdy, who rises up, gets his header on it, and puts the ball into the back of the net. Pleasant Grove take a lead. Ball back in play. Farmington looking for a response. Here comes Haven. Haven taking it in, now into the box, and poked away, cleared out by Pleasant Grove. Here comes PG on the counter. Ball booted up by Toby Grant. Out of bounds and out, throwing coming up here for the Vikings, who have just taken this lead. Toby Grant gets a header on it. Ball ends at Martinez. Martinez trying to poke it through over the top. Looking for Doman. Ball comes out now. It's going to be Foster. Foster trying to go up the sideline. Trying to get around Merriweather. Foster now cuts inside. Foster leaves it for Wright. Ben Wright, the cross comes in. Atkinson off his line. Poke in front of goal. Nothing called there. Controversy. Josh Foster goes to ground. Nothing called. Farmington remain in possession. Coming across, trying to clear it is Caden Pennick. Now it's Wright into the box. Wright goes down. Pennick trying to clear. Foster comes across. Foster wins it back. Farmington now with possession in the attacking third. Hellquist trying to collect. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for PG. Martinez brings it down. Toby Grant wins it back. Toby Grant leaves it for Cheney. Janke trying to track it down as well. That ball booted away. McIntosh coming across with the throw-in. Cole Janke. And that ball out of bounds once more. Throw-in coming up now for the Farmington Phoenix. Judd throws it in. Over on the far side, it's Haven trying to bring it in. out of bounds and out. Goal kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Atkinson with the goal kick to play it away. Atkinson will boot this one up and away. Poke through. Ben Wright giving chase. Ben Wright into the box. Ben Wright with the shot. Ben Wright with the goal! Yes, sir! Ben Wright! Nice ball played in behind the defense. Ben Wright uses his speed. An incredible shot from the angle. And puts it into the back of the net. Farmington all squared up at 1-1. (26-26) left to go here in the first half. The Farmington Phoenix have squared it up. Ben Wright. Ball back in play. John Fritcher. And now that ball goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. As Jackson Bynum will boot this one away. Which one? The ball comes in and the ball goes out. And another good opportunity here for the Farmington Phoenix. Great action here in the first half from Farmington. Goal kick booted away. And I want to take the chance here to welcome in Carson Lance to the broadcast. Carson, I'll get your thoughts on this one here after this opportunity from McMurdy. Ball booted away by Austin Judd, out of bounds and out. Carson Lance, talk to us. Give us your analysis. What's been going on here in this first half?
Just back and forth attacking soccer right now. You know, both defenses have kind of been lackluster. But, you know, we already got 2 goals in the first half. What can you get better than this? But that was a good strike by Ben Wright. You know, it's kind of hard being up on the camera and focusing on both at once. But thanks for having me back down here, Alex.
Ball played in. Fritcher trying to win it back. Fritcher takes a touch inside the box. Has to play it out now up the end line and takes a deflection. It's going to be Mac Jensen coming across. Clears it out, but only momentarily. Pleasant Grove now tracking back to trying to win it back. It's going to be Oberon Hasley giving chase, a foul call, then a free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix.
Nice little physical game we got going on. You know, we're going to be in for a good 23 minutes in the second half if they keep playing like this.
Ball played out by the Farmington Phoenix. One back quickly by Doman, and the PG Vikings quickly won back. Now McMurdy trying to get it out to Doman. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Austin Judd with the throw. Ball comes in. Cheney lets it bounce. Cheney giving chase. Ball booted away. PG trying to clear their lines. Ball goes out of bounds and out on the far side. Throw-in coming up for the Farmington Phoenix, but first we'll have a stoppage in play. And we'll do it again. Austin Judd over on the far side to take. The throw-in comes in. Janke lets it bounce. And now Toby Grant doing a good job to come across and cut that one out. And a throw-in coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Ball booted over the top. Into the mix. Nicely headed away there by Farmington. Foster gets a header on it. Janke giving chase. Janke now over the top. Ben Wright can't get on it. And back in possession is the Phoenix. Janke giving instructions, trying to play Foster through. Giving chase now is Draney. Ball goes out of bounds, and now we'll have another throw-in coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Going to be Hellquist here on the near side to take.
Yeah, I like what Farmington's trying to do right now, playing through Josh Foster. Josh Foster is a very skillful winger.
Taking a shot. Comes off of the PG defender. Judd now goes out wide to McIntosh. McIntosh gets around one. McIntosh with space and time. Trying to get it back out on the wing and nicely cleared out by the PG Vikings.
Yeah, sorry. As I was saying, I like how Farmington is trying to play through the left side through Josh Foster. He's a very good player. You know, he leads them in goals. He's their top player. The former Utah Red Wolf player is getting started early in this game, and I want to see him get more involved in this one.
Josh Foster. Josh Foster had the first goal called off due to the offsides. And now here comes a substitution as the Farmington hero, Chase Ashby, checks into the match. Ashby, who got a goal in the quarterfinal matchup. Let's see if he can do it again. Ashby poked through. Mac Jensen trying to track it down. Ball booted away. Doman trying to find McMurtry, the goal scorer. Now it's out to Fritcher. Fritcher gives it back. Cheney comes across. Does a good job defensively.
Yeah, Fritcher's another player I want to get involved in this game. You know, he's their top player at Pleasant Grove. He's their top goal scorer. I think his sister as well. He's committed to the University of Denver. He needs to get more involved in this one and put his team on his back.
Ball out once more for the throw-in. Over on the far side as Pleasant Grove in possession. Ball comes in. Judd on the defensive end. Fritcher against two. One back by Cheney. And now Pleasant Grove trying to win it back. Doman gets a foot in there. Fritcher now with a defensive effort. That ball out of bounds and out. We're going to have a throw-in coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Judd on the far side to take. Leaves it in for Toby Grant. Grant brings it in. Cheney now plays it across the back line. It'll be back to Haven. Janke now brings it up. Janke turns inside. Janke tries to get it back out. Nicely cut out by Olmos. Jensen doing a great job here. Mac Jensen winning it back for the Phoenix. And now Doman in possession for PG. Ball will go back to Pennick. Now it's Fritcher. Pennick all the way back to the center back. Pennick. Pennick gets around one. Has time, has space. Playing it up in the middle of the field now. Now goes back to Fritcher. Fritcher looking to boot one in over the top. And no one there as Luke Haven comes across and tracks it down well.
Yeah, nice little vision right there. Unfortunately, they couldn't connect good enough on right there. And Farmington's defense has been solid so far, even though they gave up a goal early in this game.
Throw-in coming up for PG over on the far side. Farmington clearing out the ball again. One back in the middle of the park. Trying to bring it down there was Perez. Now it's Ashby. Ashby trying to play Josh Foster in on the sideline. Foster takes a touch. Defended there by Draney. Foster doing a good job to win it back. Foster keeps it in. Plays it into Jensen. Jensen back out to Foster. Foster to Hellquist. Hellquist will go back to Haven. Haven looking to flow one in over the top. And now cleared away by Olmos and the PG Vikings. Fritcher giving chase. Fritcher in possession. Fritcher has Olmos overlapping. Gives it to Olmos. Olmos now up the sideline. Back to Fritcher. Against Cheney. Fritcher cuts inside. Gets it back out to Olmos. Luke Haven giving chase, and Haven does a good job to cover that defensively for the Farmington Phoenix. Goal kick coming up here.
Yeah, it was a great run by Josh Foster just recently. You know, Declan tried to body him off the ball right there, but he took it, and still, in the end, he came up with the ball.
Cheney now in the middle of the park. PG does a good job here to keep possession. It's Perez. Nice touch there. And now out wide as Draney trying to keep that ball in, but it goes out of bounds and out. Throw in coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Ball in as Toby Grant brings it down. Cheney battling it out for it in the middle of the park. It's Jackson Cheney. Up now to Cole Janke. Janke loses his footing, cleared away by PG. And a dangerous opportunity there, Carson, for the Farmington Phoenix. Cole Janke in behind the defense.
Yeah, what a ball from Jackson Cheney, though. That was some great vision right there. Unfortunately, couldn't get the finish in the end, though, but that was a really great ball. But now he's going to go off and take a rest.
Jackson Cheney doing a great job creating in the midfield. Cole Janke using his speed to get in behind that PG defense. Ball in play. Mac Jensen takes a touch, but it's just going to go out of bounds and out for the goal kick. 15:40 left to go here in the first half. All squared up at 1-1 thanks to goals from Golden McMurtry to open the scoring for Pleasant Grove. And then Ben Wright coming back and equalizing for the Farmington Phoenix. Ball booted away. Austin Judd giving chase. Doman trying to win it back. Judd does a good job there to let that one go out of bounds and out. Throw in here for the Phoenix. McIntosh boots this one away. Giving chase is Ashby coming across defensively. Was Oberhansley. It's out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Ball over the top. Fritcher brings it down. Fritcher trying to get around his defender. Doman brings it down. Ball out now to Declan Draney. Perez. Angel Perez playing it back to Draney. Nicely defended there by Foster as Foster wins it back for the Farmington Phoenix. Ball booted up. Ashby coming across, can't keep it in. Ball goes out of bounds and out, throwing.
Yeah, Foster doing both. What an awesome winger, man. He's a good attacker, and he's also a good defender. That's what you love to see.
Ball back in play. Takes a touch off there. Off of Golden McMurtry. And it goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the Phoenix. Ashby with his head. As ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing now for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. And look, after that goal, things have kind of slowed down. Both teams just trying to keep possession. There hasn't been as many clear opportunities as there was before the goals, but regardless, both teams doing well in possession.
Yeah, you know, both teams both got goals pretty quickly, and it seems like the tempo has slowed down a little bit. No one's really taking over. And, you know, it's pretty chaotic in the midfield as well. And no one can control the ball and keep possession at the moment.
Here comes Oberhansley, who plays it out wide to Olmos. That's Merriweather, who loses out possession. Now here comes Janke. Janke taking it up the sideline. Janke using his speed. Fritcher doing a great job defensively. Booted away as Ben Wright coming across. Out of bounds and out. Throw in coming up here. Ball goes wide. Hellquist taking it in. And booted away by Pennick. Janke comes across and commits the foul. Got a little too much there on the back.
Yeah, maybe it was a little bit in the back. From right here, though, it looked like it was a shoulder and shoulder, and the Pleasant Grove players got bodied. But you can't say much, though. We're not the referees.
Pennick will stand over it to take for the PG Vikings. Pennick will boot this one away. At the top of the 18, it's Perez, brings it down. Hellquist with the defensive clearance. And now here comes Ashby. Ashby using his speed. Declan Draney doing a good job defensively to poke it away. Throwing coming up. And possession for the Phoenix in the attacking third. Hellquist with the throw. Back to Hellquist. Ashby. Ashby doing a great job there to get into Foster. Foster now taking a touch. Foster up the sideline. And out of bounds and out. Corner kick coming up here for the Phoenix.
Yeah, another great play by Josh Foster right there. He's all over the place right now, and Pleasant Grove are having a hard time containing him.
Corner kick coming up here for the number one in the RPI for the Farmington Phoenix. Toby Grant here on the near side to take. Everybody lining up at the back post. Toby Grant, two hands in the air. The cross comes in, looking near post. Headed away by PG. Foster giving chase. And it'll come off of Ben Foster for the Pleasant Grove throw.
A little coming together just earlier, and the referee's going to have a discussion with them as they came together. But it looked like it was kind of intentional by Toby Grant of Farmington Phoenix.
Gets a warning. And ball back in play. Hellquist getting a header. Mac Jensen brings it down into Janke. Nicely cut out there by Lindstrom. Lindstrom again using his head. Ball goes out now to Ashby. Ashby brings it down. Cut out by Pennick. Ball out wide to Doman. Ashby. Ball given away. And one back by Farmington. Physical tackle there from Declan Draney. Ball pinging around. Jensen now brings it in. Jensen up the sideline to Ben Wright. Ben Wright giving chase, and that ball out of bounds and out for the goal kick.
Yeah, great vision right there by Mac Jensen to find Ben Wright on the wing, but unfortunately he paid a little too much on there, and the turf carried that out of bounds.
9:18 left to go here in the first. A fun first half so far here between the number 1 and the number 4. Janke towering over, wins it back for Farmington. Hellquist boots one over the top, looking for Wright. Pennick with his header, gets it out to Merriweather. Merriweather up the sideline. Tries to play it over the top in the direction of Doman, as that ball will go out of bounds and out for the Farmington throw. A substitution as Cheney checks in. Heading out will be number 27, Mac Jensen.
Yeah, Mac Jensen just made a little contribution right there, getting the ball in, but here come the Vikings once again.
It's going to be Doman in possession, looking to play it up towards the goal scorer, Golden McMurtry. Given away and one back quickly by the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Fritcher on the far side. Merriweather trying to play back to Fritcher. Austin Judd has to make a defensive challenge as the ball goes out of bounds and out. Corner kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Yeah, let's see what they can do with this corner right here. I mean, they got to go off a corner last time out and got to be looking to get another goal.
Great set piece opportunity coming up here for the Vikings. Doman over on the far side, 2 hands in the air. The cross comes in near post. Nicely headed away by the Farmington Phoenix. Giving chase here. And now one back by Pennick. Pennick takes a heavy touch, tries to get it into Martinez. Martinez. Farmington Phoenix goes to ground. And a foul called. Free kick coming up as Martinez commits the foul. And now ball booted up over the top. Looking for Ashby. Declan Draney gets a header on it. Foster will settle it, bring it down. Trying to go back in towards the middle, but Fritcher is there. Fritcher wins it back. And Fritcher gets around 3. Fritcher now carrying. Fritcher has Doman out wide. Gets it out to Doman. Doman now cutting inside. Looking for Martinez. Nicely cut out by Hellquist. And a late challenge there from Martinez. Gets the whistle as he commits the foul on Hellquist.
Yeah, just a little late tackle right there. I mean, he got some of the ball, but he also caught more of the Farmington Phoenix player than the ball. So the ref's going to call that one back, and now Farmington had a free kick.
It'll be the number 10, Toby Grant, taking it quickly. Janke cuts back. Grant back to Janke. Cut out there by Oberhanley. And Oberhansley making a challenge. Ball coming the other way. McIntosh coming across defensively and wins it back. Farmington in possession with McIntosh. McIntosh carrying. Still McIntosh as he tries to play it out wide towards Ben Wright. And another foul called. But Cole Janke making the sub signal here on the near side.
Yeah, he just looks a little winded right now. Might need a quick sub right here, but doesn't look like he's going to get one right now.
To his credit, Janke has been all over the pitch. That guy has a nonstop engine. Toby Grant standing over the ball to take. Grant floats one in. Hellquist was there, and a foul called as Hellquist gets a little too much on the back there.
Yeah, it seems like we can't go a couple minutes right now without a foul being called. But not many cards have been put out yet, only a couple, but let's see what the refs got him planned for the second half.
It's going to be Pennick to take the free kick. 4:45 left to go here in the first. Toby Grant gets a foot on it. Ball comes out now to Austin Judd. Judd up the sideline in the direction of Ben Wright. Wright giving it back. And coming across defensively is Pennick with the clearance as that ball goes out of bounds and out. Now we'll have the substitution as Cole Janke heads out for a breather. Checking back in will be number 27, Mac Jensen. Pennick boots it away. Martinez. Ball booted away by Toby Grant. Foster brings it down. It's Haven. Haven still on his feet. And nicely cut out there by Martinez to win it back. Looking up for Fritcher. Fritcher trying to get it out to Doman. Doman out up the sideline. Nicely cut out there by Austin Judd. Doman goes to ground and a foul called. Free kick coming up here for PG with 3:30 left.
Yeah, Fritcher leading away for the Vikings right now. You can see him down there communicating with his teammates and leading them. He's the captain, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from him so far.
Pennick will take the free kick. Ball floated in, trying to go near post. Fritcher was crashing in, but Jackson Bynan doing a great job off his line to collect. And Bynan will now play this one out to Chaney. Nice little interplay here from Farmington, but it goes back to PG only momentarily as Foster now in possession. Foster trying to find Ashby, and that ball goes back to Haven, and Haven will confide in his keeper, Bynan. Bynan will go across to McIntosh. McIntosh now losing possession. Off the pass, and a bad giveaway here. Farmington coming the other way. Ben Wright with an opportunity. It's Ben Wright. Pennick coming across defensively. Wright goes to ground, and a foul called. Free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix.
Yeah, great run right there by Ben Wright. He's been all over the place and been a menace to the Pleasant Grove defense, and now Farmington have a great free kick chance right here.
2 minutes left to go here in the first. It'll be Chase Ashby standing. Ashby, low-driven free kick, comes off. And a deflection as Doman trying to keep that one in bounds. Ashby will now be called for the foul. Free kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. As that ball booted away up the sideline and just goes straight back out. 1 minute left here at Zions Bank Stadium in the first half of Game 1 of the 6A semifinals. Ball up to McMurtry, the goal scorer. McMurtry up the sideline. Here comes Pleasant Grove. And coming across defensively is Haven. Haven back to Bynan. Bynan now in possession. We'll play it out to Helquist. Helquist lets it go towards the sideline, and a little too much there from Jackson Bynan on the pass. Substitution for the Vikings as Lindstorm heads out. Or excuse me, it's going to be Martinez who's going to be checking out. Checking Connor Merriweather.
In for Pleasant Grove.
Declan Draney to throw it in. Merriweather gets his first touch, playing it in to Fritcher, and ball booted away. 14 seconds left. Let's see if Pleasant Grove can get a pass off here.
8, 7,
Fritcher
6,
cut out by Farmington.
4,
Poked over the top, and that will do it.
0. Halftime.
We've reached the end of the first. Golden McMurtry put the Pleasant Grove Vikings up 1-0, and then Ben Wright came back to tie it up. There was a goal in the first minute from the Farmington Phoenix that did not count as it was called offsides, but we head to the break tied up at 1-1. Carson, give us your thoughts here on that first half.
Great attacking game so far. I'm loving what I'm seeing from both teams. Farmington are really dominating right now, though. They're a great team on the counter, playing through Josh Foster and Ben Wright on the wings. Loving what I'm seeing from the Phoenix. And then Pleasant Grove hasn't been too bad either. You know, they're leading the way with John Fritcher. John Fritcher's been all over the place, asking for the ball left and right. I think they need to play through him more, though. Give him the ball. He seems hungry and he wants to score.
That's going to do it for us here in the first half. Make sure to stick with us here on KSLSports.com for second half action when we return. And now it's Martinez. Martinez floats one in, back post. Headed away by Hellquist. Ashby giving chase. Foul called and a free kick, and it goes to Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, great spot for the Vikings right here to get a dangerous free kick into the box. Let's see what they got up their sleeve.
Free kick for the Vikings as they look to get back into the lead early here in the second half. It will be John Fritcher standing over it to take. Fritcher with the left foot whips it in right in front of Bynan, and Bynan comes up big with the save.
I saw the vision from Fritcher right there. He was obviously trying to put it on goal. He almost found the head of his teammate right there, but unfortunately didn't come to anything in the end.
Bynan doing a good job reading that one as well. Now here comes ball back with PG. Doman, nice little flick through, and here comes the Vikings. Ball given away. That was Golden McMurtry with the attack. It'll remain Pleasant Grove ball as Declan Draney will throw it in. Looking for the goal scorer, McMurtry. Whips it into Martinez. Martinez now trying to settle it. Leaves it back for Fritcher. Fritcher at the top of the 18 will go out wide to Merriweather. Merriweather inside the box. Cuts inside. Tries to get it back to Fritcher. And nicely cut out by the Farmington Phoenix. Here comes Cole Janke on a quick counter. Janke now taking it up the sideline. And cut out by Oberhansley. Pennick now in possession. Pennick will play it up. Helquist with the header. Coming down is Lindstrom. Fritcher now in possession. Fritcher goes down and a foul called, and all of a sudden the emotions riding high here at Zions Bank. Back and forth. It's been fun. It's been good, and Pleasant Grove with another opportunity.
Yeah, great, lovely skill right there by Fritcher to draw the foul, and now the Vikings have another free kick opportunity.
Free kick coming up here. Oh, yellow card caution issued here to Toby Grant. Toby Grant goes into the book, and he'll have to come off. Checking in will be Carson Terry. Free kick in a dangerous spot. Look, Fritcher went for goal last time. You think he goes for goal again?
I think he should go for goal again. Like, come on. Put your team on your back right here. Let a shot off.
The shot from Doman that goes into the hands of Bynan, and Bynan covers well.
Yeah, I like the thought right there, lining two guys up on the ball, but I would have liked to see Fritcher make some movement there to throw off the keeper.
Ball now coming the other way as Janke up the sideline, plays it to Ashby. Ashby taking it into the box. Ashby gets around one, can't get around two, and cleared away by Pleasant Grove. McIntosh with a header. Lands at the feet of Judd. Judd brings it in, plays it over to Janke. Janke now trying to get back out to the sideline and does. Janke gets around one. Janke using his speed up the sideline. Pennick coming across, makes a huge tackle, and Pennick with a great defensive play, but a foul called, and a late foul here from the officials.
Yeah, what a run by Janke right there, and then an awesome tackle by Pennock right there. Now the Phoenix have a throw-in.
So it'll be a throw-in for Farmington as Ashby will go deep, puts it into the mix. Foster's there, poked away and cleared by the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Madness happening here at Zions Bank Stadium.
Yeah, tensions are winding up right now. Both teams are going at it, and you know, this is a great grain of soccer going on right now with a chance to the finals on the line.
Both teams battling it out. Carson Terry, who checked in, will now check out as Toby Grant heads back into the game. It'll be a throw-in for the Farmington Phoenix over on the far side. ball played in. Foster giving chase. And that ball now comes out and lands at Ashby. Ashby tries to settle it to Judd. One back by Martinez. Fritcher back out to Martinez. Martinez trying to play it back to Fritcher. Now it's Austin Judd for the Phoenix. Judd out to Janke. Janke back into Judd. Up to Foster. Foster trying to settle it. Foster using his physicality to try to keep it. That ball out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up. Ashby takes it quickly to Toby Grant. Back into Grant. Grant has Hellquist running up the side and gives it to Hellquist. Hellquist now taking it up. Hellquist into Cheney. Cheney cut out by Oberhansley. And that ball out of bounds and out once more. Throwing for the Farmington Phoenix. Cheney lets it bounce. Pennick comes across. Perez is there. Perez boots it away. Toby Grant lets it bounce. McIntosh coming across. Golden McMurtry. And one back by the Pleasant Grove Vikings with Lindstorm.
Yeah, Golden McMurtry just looked a little lost right there. He lost sight of the ball, and Phoenix now have the ball back after that.
It's now McIntosh. McIntosh brings it up. McIntosh plays it out to Janke. Janke now taking it up the sideline. Will whip one in. Back post. Ashby's there with the header. Just over the bar from Chase Ashby.
Yeah, what a ball by Janke to Ashby. Ashby getting clear contact on the ball right there and just barely missing the goal as he hit the top netting.
Big play there for the Farmington Phoenix as Chase Ashby gets a header on it and puts it over the bar. Here come the Pleasant Grove Vikings with Martinez back into Fritcher. Fritcher up the sideline, trying to get around Cheney. Jackson Cheney coming across and making a big defensive play, but taking down. A foul called and a free kick for Pleasant Grove.
Fritcher just cannot lose the ball. Farmington have been trying to get the ball off of him these last couple of minutes, and he just glued to it.
Both these teams have upped the tempo here in the second half, and we're not even halfway through the second. It's only 29 minutes left to go here in the second. Still tied up at 1-1, and a big set-piece opportunity here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings to try to take back the lead. Pennick, the number 16 captain, standing over it to take. Bynan only puts one on his wall at his near post. Pennick will look to go back post. The cross comes in, curls back and off the header of Fritcher. That ball ended up going out of bounds anyway. We'll have a goal kick as Farmington regain possession.
Yeah, great ball right there by Pennick, finding the head of Fritcher. Unfortunately, Fritcher couldn't redirect that ball back into the box to find one of his teammates that's tapping into the goal.
Jackson Bynan now here on the goal kick. Will boot this one up and away. Lands at Pennick. Pennick gets a big boot on it. Hellquist with his header brings it down. Foster giving chase. Foster does a good job to keep it in, but one back by the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Over on the far side, it's Golden McMurtry, the goal scorer, losing out possession now as Haven wins it back. Luke Haven with time, with space, plays it out wide to Janke. Janke up the sideline, looking back for Haven, all the way back from his center back position, and pressuring Pennick. Pennick does a good job here. Pennick still on the ball. Plays it out now to Olmos. Olmos back to Pennick. Pennick boots this one away. And now lands at McIntosh off his head. Jensen trying to bring it in and does. Jensen turning up for the Farmington Phoenix. Cut out by Oberhansley. No foul called. Play on. Coming across defensively is Tyler Gibbons to boot this one away. And a throw-in coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix.
I don't know about that one, Alex. It looked like I saw a little tug in there. You know, controversy as always.
Janke will now play it up to Judd. Judd plays it back into Cheney. Cheney losing out possession is the Farmington Phoenix. Here comes Doman playing it up to Fritcher. Fritcher being chased by Judd. Fritcher up the sideline. Judd coming across and making a huge defensive tackle.
Yeah, that was a great tackle right there to stop Fritcher from gaining any momentum right there.
Austin Judd, the senior captain, making a big contribution there on the defensive end. It'll be almost to throw it in. Ball won back by the Phoenix. Pennick whips one into the box right in front of Jackson Bynum, and Bynum will cut it out.
That was a great ball from Pennick once again. He's been all over the place for a center back, playing balls in left and right, and unfortunate to not find his teammate right there.
It's going to be Ashby giving chase. Ashby could not keep that one in, and so it'll go out of bounds and out, throwing for the PG Vikings. Pennick boots this one away. Toby Grant cuts it out in the middle of the park. Here comes Toby Grant. Grant gets around one, leaves it for Ashby. Back to Grant, and here comes an opportunity at Toby Grant at the top of the 18, taking the shot, and it's a save by Atkinson. How about that play to just Ashby to just give it back to Grant. Grant decides to make magic on his own, but Atkinson denies Toby Grant.
Yeah, what a save by Atkinson right there. I would have thought Toby Grant would have laid that one off. His teammate was wide open, but instead he opted to take it by himself, and unfortunately Atkinson came up with a great save.
Big credit there to Rexton Atkinson, who gives a little fist bump to the visiting crowd. Love to see that. And now here comes a corner on the other end for the PG Vikings. It's going to be Doman here on the near side to take.
In for Pleasant Grove, number 15.
Two hands up. The cross comes in near post. No one there, and booted away by the Phoenix.
Vikings got to create something here sooner or later. They got 24 minutes to take the lead in this game.
Ball takes a bounce as McIntosh comes across to clear it away. Only to find Maximos Olmos. Ball goes out of bounds and out. It will remain PG ball here on the throw-in. Olmos takes it quickly. Pennick carrying it up, back out to Olmos. Olmos will try to cross it in. Toby Grant's there to cut it out. Lands at Angel Perez. Perez taking a shot, takes a deflection. Fritcher puts it in, and now it's in front for Fritcher. Taken down, and a penalty called. No, we play on. He waves it off. And that ball out of bounds and out. He pointed at the spot momentarily, but then he said he waved it off. A call there as we will now have a conversation to see what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That first tackle didn't look like a penalty, but then when they were down on the ground, the defender for Farmington kicked out his leg at Fritcher on the ground, and I think this might be called as a penalty.
He pointed at the spot initially, waved it off, and then let the play continue. Now that the ball's out of bounds, we'll have a conversation here with the center official. 23-21 left to go here in the second half at Zions Bank. We'll see what the call is here. This is a little VAR moment here without the VAR. And here comes the call. He's reaching for his pocket, and it's off. Haven is out. Haven is gone.
Exactly what I said, ladies and gentlemen. They were both on the ground, and initially there's no contact, but when Fritcher and number 27 were both on the ground, and number 27 kicked out his leg at Fritcher, and that's why the red card was given. That was a dangerous play.
Luke Haven with the red card has been ejected. Farmington reduced to 10, and a penalty called. Farmington, the number one, reduced to 10. John Fritcher takes the ball, puts it on the spot, and controversy in the 6A semifinals.
I don't mind that call, Alex. I feel like that was rightly given because it was a dangerous play. They were both on the ground, and if you were paying attention, you could see Haven kicked out his leg, and it looked like he was frustrated on the ground, and that's a rightly given red card.
And now the opportunity for Fritcher to take the lead. Bynum against John Fritcher. After the dust settles, a red card and a penalty. And we won't take it yet. And now the center ref heads over to talk to Bynum. Make sure everything is set. John Fritcher against Jackson Bynum from 12 yards out. Fritcher steps up, the shot. Bynum with the save, the rebound. Bynum again. Still not cleared. And the offside flag raised. Oh, what a moment. Oh, what a moment! Do we have a redo? The offside flag raised on the far side. Farmington Phoenix fans on their feet. It is loud as Bynum comes up with not one, not two, but three mega saves to keep this one at 1-1.
I don't even know what just happened. There was too many bodies in there to see what was going on, but wow, what a save to keep this game level at 1-1.
Jackson Bynum denies Fritcher from the spot, and a foul called. And it is getting heated. A foul called. Janke not happy. Toby Grant coming over and telling his bench, hey, calm. Madness at Zions Bank. Toby Grant takes the free kick, whips it into the mix, right in front of goal. Atkinson punches it out. And giving chase, here is Foster. Foster wins it back for the Phoenix. Coming across now is Pennick. Foster goes to ground and a foul called. Another free kick here for the Farmington Phoenix.
You got madness going on right now, Alex. There's fouls being called left and right. You don't even know who the fouls are being called on anymore. It seems like there's fouls left from both teams, but now the Phoenix have a free kick right here.
Toby Grant standing over it to take. Whipped in and played out by the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Giving chase is Janke. Atkinson off his line and collects well. Atkinson reads it. And now he'll have a chance here to clear the lines for the PG Vikings. For those of you just tuning in, it's been a fun one. It's been a fun one here at Zions Bank. We're tied up at 1-1, but Farmington reduced to 10 after Luke Haven was shown a red. Farmington will have to play the next 20 and maybe more with one player less. Ball played in. McIntosh clearing it out. McMurtry. Ball out wide now to Declan Draney. Draney will try from distance, and that ball goes wide.
Yeah, good look from Duraney right there. Unfortunately, he just couldn't get anything under that and get it towards goal.
Ball booted away. Janke tries to bring it in. Almost is there. Almost plays it out. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Austin Judd will throw it in. Janke takes a touch up the sideline. And that ball out of bounds and out. Throwing now for the PG Vikings. Toby Grant will boot this one away. Almost again with the throw. Jensen comes across. Grant trying to win it. And a foul called. Free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix.
Yeah, rightfully called right there. When a player goes up in the air and you put your body in on them like that, it's very dangerous. So here comes the Farmington Phoenix once again.
Judd takes a touch up the sideline, finds Janke. Janke now. As that ball's booted away by Pennick. Great job by the center back, Caden Pennick. Coming across, making another big defensive tackle there for the PG Vikings. Pennick once more into the mix. Out of bounds for another Phoenix throw. Janke looking for an option. Plays it into Foster. Foster can't bring it in. A foul called as Foster gets a little jersey there. 18:45 left to go here in the first. Jackson Bynum, as of right now, is the hero as he made 3 big saves before the offside flag was raised on that penalty save to keep this one at 1-1. Ball booted away. Fritcher giving chase up the sideline. Mac Jensen comes across, makes a challenge, and a foul called.
Yeah, a little dangerous tackle right there from Mac Jensen on Fritcher. Fritcher seems to be okay, though, as he's up and ready to get going again.
Fritcher has seemed a little bit more lively here in the second half. We'll see if he can continue to make his mark on this game. It's going to be Doman to stand over the ball to take. Doman. Only one on the wall for Bynum. Doman comes in near post. Nicely done there by Foster defensively. And that will come off of Doman. Out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Substitution getting ready to come on for the Vikings. It will be Alex Martinez coming off. Or excuse me, Nathan Martinez coming off. Checking in will be Cameron Merriweather. For the Farmington Phoenix, Chase Ashby checking in. Off comes Ben Wright. Goal kick here as Bynum will boot this one away. We'll leave it close to Toby Grant. Grant carries. Grant plays it up. Ends up at the feet of Janke. Janke taken down. Pennick coming across and commits the foul. Free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Ball played quickly by Grant up the sideline. Looking for Hellquist. Declan Draney shielding it off. And a foul called. Ball now coming the other way for the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
Yeah, 16 minutes left for one of these teams to get a game winner. And, you know, the Farmington Phoenix are down one man. It's 10-11 right now. The Pleasant Grove Vikings should be taking advantage of this.
Janke playing it back to Foster. Foster taking it into the box. Foster now into the box. Foster can't keep that one from going out. Took a deflection off of Olmos. And now we have a corner kick coming up here in a dangerous set piece opportunity as the Farmington Phoenix look to take a lead. It'll be Jackson Cheney here on the near side to take. Everybody lining up at the back post. Cheney, one arm in the air. The cross comes in, goes near post, and ball just floats through the box and out the other end. Here comes Demas taking it in. Ball through to Fritcher. Fritcher trying to come across. Fritcher across Mac Jensen. Fritcher taking it in. Now into the box is John Fritcher looking across it in. Does. And just finds McIntosh. Player goes to ground and a foul called. Free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. John Fritcher doing a good job there on the attacking end. And now here comes Toby Grant. Grant will play it out the other end to Hellquist. Pressured by the goal scorer, McMurtry. Golden McMurtry in possession, plays it in to Doman. Doman now at the top of the 18, puts it on his left, takes a shot, takes a deflection, Fritcher out. And now Angel Perez. Ashby with a great tackle there from Chase Ashby. Doman makes a challenge and a foul called. Rockwell Doman commits the foul on Chase Ashby.
Yeah, it's just getting crazier and crazier here. The tensions are pretty wild right now.
With every tackle, with every challenge, it seems like the tension just grows more and more. With 13:40 left, the excitement of semifinal soccer reaching its peak. Ashby plays it out wide. Janke giving chase. Almost comes across. Makes a challenge as that ball goes out of bounds and out. Another throw-in coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Mac Jensen comes across with the head. Fritcher now giving chase. Fritcher keeping possession. Fritcher taking it up the sideline. Fritcher cuts inside. Step over. Cross. Bynan punches it out. And cleared away by McIntosh. Jackson Bynan coming up huge again.
Yeah, Bynen's having a great game today, making save after save, and that's his third clutch save of the game. And now the Pleasant Grove Vikings have a dangerous free kick opportunity right here.
Fritcher slowly getting back on his feet. He'll head into the box to be a man on the free kick. Pennick, the captain, standing over it to take. Everybody lining up at the back post. Only one on the wall for Bynan. Bynan setting up that one-man wall at the near post. The whistle. Pennick. Cheney, backs up, the cross comes in, back post, it'll just float over everyone as it goes out the back end and out for the goal kick.
Yeah, unlucky right there by Pennick. He just put a little too much power on it, looking for that far post cross, but no one was there to find it.
Ball booted away by Bynan. Doman wins it back. Now it's Perez. Back to Gibbons. Gibbons pressured. Almost loses it out, but recovers well. Pennick. Ball out and out to Maximus Olmos. Olmos plays it up to Fritcher. Cut out by Jensen. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Thrown coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. 10 minutes left. And we have 10 minutes left to go here in the second half. At 1-1. Plenty of time to find a winner. Will we have a winner in regulation here in game one of the 6A semifinals? Pleasant Grove with a throw. Almost will throw it in. Foster boots this one away. Pennick using his header to bring it down. Now lands at Merriweather. Merriweather trying to get around Cheney. Cheney goes to ground. Another foul called. And a free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Played quickly to Judd. Judd back to Grant. Grant will boot this one away. Looking up for Ben Wright. Wright takes a touch. Wright can't get around Pennick. Pennick comes across and commits the foul. Free kick, ball back with Farmington. Toby Grant and Mac Jensen standing over it to take. Only 2 on the wall for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Jensen will take. Jensen will try it from distance. Mac Jensen so close from distance to putting that into the back of the net. It goes wide, and this one remains tied up at nicely done there by Jensen. Pennick will boot this one away. Ball takes a deflection. Hellquist will play it up. Nicely done there by Foster. Foster now taking it in. Foster into the third. Foster looking to play it out wide. Ashby giving chase. Ashby does a good job to keep it from going out. Ashby now taking it into the box. And it'll go out of bounds and out. Goal kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It'll be to take prior to a stoppage in play as Oberhansley gingerly getting back on his feet. There's the whistle. Pennick to play it out here on the goal kick. And ball booted away. Ben Wright gets a touch. Brings it down. Gets it out wide to Judd. Judd back into Wright. Wright plays it into Ashby. Ashby has Hellquist. Sees Hellquist. Plays it to Hellquist. And nicely cut out there by Doman. Golden McMurtry trying to turn. Toby Grant comes across, has to play it back to Bynum. Bynum plays it out to Jensen. Jensen playing it to Wright. Wright now up the sideline, playing it into Cheney. Back out to Wright. Wright will let it go out. And a corner kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. 7:01 left to go here in the second. A huge opportunity, set piece opportunity coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. It's going to be Jackson Cheney on the near side to take. Cheney, the cross, whipped in, right into the mix, takes a deflection, can't clear. Now cleared out by Pleasant Grove. That ball will roll out on the far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Phoenix. It's the number 1 in the RPI going head-to-head with the number 4. What a matchup we've had here in Game 1 of the 6A semifinals. Not over yet, 6 minutes left. And we have a tie game at 1-1. And Doman losing out in possession. Ball will be booted away by McIntosh. Brought down by Chase Ashby. Ashby commits the foul. And we'll have a stoppage in play here as Ashby will most likely go into the book.
Yeah, just a little bit of a dangerous tackle right there. And now Ashby will have to go off the field. Looks like, did both players just pick up a yellow card? Like, nah, just Ashby. But he'll have to see off the field and go to the bench for a little bit.
Substitutions. It'll be Jack Burrup checking in for the first time today for the Farmington Phoenix as Ashby will head to the bench. Cole Janke back into the game, replacing Jackson Cheney. Free kick coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. They'll look to play it into the box. In front of goal, McMurtry's there, booted away by McIntosh and cleared out by Farmington. Ben Wright trying to bring it down. Wright pokes it through to Janke. Nicely cut out by Pennick. Pennick now leaves it here for Merriweather. Merriweather tries to go up the sideline. And now Toby Grant will let this one roll out of bounds and out for the goal kick.
Pennock's having such a good game today. Very calm and composed on the defense and offensive side.
Ball goes out to Hellquist. Colson Hellquist will bring it up for Farmington. Plays it into Foster. Foster turns, leaves it for Janke. Janke taking it up into the box. Janke taking a shot from distance. That goes wide. Goal kick coming up here for PG. Substitution coming up for the Pleasant Grove Vikings as well. We'll have a stoppage in play for those substitutions. So,
Substitution for Pleasant Grove, number 15, Jake Peterson.
it's going to be Angel Perez checking back in. Ball booted away by the Pleasant Grove Vikings. That ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for Farmington. Hellquist to Foster. Foster back to Hellquist. Ball booted away. Pleasant Grove trying to win back possession. McMurtry playing it through. Takes a couple of deflections and booted away by the Phoenix. Out of bounds and out. Thrown coming up here for Farmington. 3 minutes left, Carson. Talk to me. Do we get a winner? Do we go to OT?
You know, it's kind of hard to predict these things. Both teams are kind of slowed down a bit. I want a winner, though. Either way. I don't want to go to overtime again. We've been through so many overtimes, but you can never go wrong with overtime. It's very exciting, and the atmosphere is awesome.
Pleasant Grove in possession. Lindstorm playing it back to Declan Draney. Lindstorm lets this one roll. Pennick stepping up. Pennick in possession. Pennick plays it through. Perez back to Pennick. Pennick takes on one. Pennick can't get around another. Takes a deflection as Perez gives chase. Leaves it for Olmos. Maximos Olmos. Now it's Oberhandley. All the way out wide to Declan Draney. Ball given away. One back by the Phoenix. And then quickly back with the PG Vikings. Pennick. Pennick will boot this one up. Foster with the header. Burrup trying to chase it down. Burrup in possession. And Burrup has it poked away. Throwing coming up here for Farmington. We had a late winner, a late drama in the last two. Do we have one more goal in this one before we head to overtime? Fritcher in possession, goes down, stays on his feet. Now Cole Janke trying to win it back. Fritcher goes down, nothing called. Booted away by Farmington. Jensen in the middle of the park. Jensen has Judd out wide, decides to take it himself. Losing out in possession. It's Doman. Doman to Lindstorm. Now it's Fritcher. Doman leaves it for Fritcher. Fritcher has Lindstorm, plays it to Lindstorm. Lindstorm trying to cross it in. We'll leave it for Doman at the top of the 18. Doman tries to get around one, can't. Nicely defended there by Farmington. Ball coming the other way. Pennick wins it back. Pennick taking it now. Pennick taking it in. Pennick, take a shot. Pennick can't keep possession. Loses the ball. Farmington back in with McIntosh. One back by Declan Draney. Perez giving chase. McIntosh clears it out. Ball goes out of bounds. 20 seconds left. The cross comes in. Fritcher goes to ground. Nothing called. Bynum plays it out. Janke up the sideline. It's Cole Janke. We'll whip it in off of Almost, and that's going to do it.
1-0.
What a match we have witnessed here in Game 1 of the 6A semifinals. After 80 minutes, the sides could not be separated, all tied up at 1-1. As we head to overtime, Carson, talk to me. Give us your analysis.
Wow, that was a really back and forth battle there at the end. The Vikings, up a man, needed to take advantage of that one-man advantage, and after that penalty missed by Fritcher, it seems their spirits were lost for a second, and Fritcher got back into it late, a little too late, but Farmington, they're just fighting and fighting. Even though they're down a man, they don't look like they are. They're still fighting, and Farmington could easily still win this game.
We head to the break. Another semifinal matchup. Overtime action when we come back. Welcome back into the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com, as always presented by Heinemann Associates. I'm Alex Napolis, happy to be joined today by Carson Lance. We're getting ready to start the first overtime here at Zions Bank Stadium. After 80 minutes, the two sides cannot be separated. We head to overtime in Game 1 of the 6A semifinals. It was Golden McMurtry who scored the opener that put Pleasant Grove up 1-0, and then Ben Wright was able to tie it up, and a big controversial decision halfway through the second half as Luke Haven received a red card at the moment. Farmington playing with 10 as we head to overtime. The whistle goes and we're underway. Remember that here in overtime, the next goal wins. The golden goal rule applies. If anyone scores, the game is over. If we have no score after 10, we head to a second overtime, and if we have no score after the second 10, we head to the penalty shootout. Brought down by Cheney. Ashby takes a deflection. And Doman taking a shot from distance. That'll go just wide. Abina now off the goal kick. It is the Farmington Phoenix in the black, shooting to the right of your screen here in the first OT, and it'll be the Pleasant Grove Vikings in the white, shooting to the left. Ben Wright brings it down. Ashby. Ashby comes across, makes a tackle, wins the ball back. Ashby. Back in possession is Chase Ashby. Nicely cut out by PG as they win back possession. It's Angel Perez on the sideline as Perez gets around one. Perez trying to get around two. Plays it into McMurtry, the goal scorer. And cut out by Farmington.
Some silky skill moves right there from Perez. Shove off his defender right there, but now Farmington have the ball back.
Back to Judd. Judd taking it in all by himself. Judd now gives the ball away as Fritcher comes across with the challenge and a foul called. Foul taken quickly. It's Doman. Doman cuts inside, and that ball cleared away. Throw-in coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Almost to throw it in. McMurtry trying to get it into Doman, but one back by Foster. Foster will now play it up the sideline. And that ball will just roll comfortably back to Pennick as he boots it away. Right against Pennick. Pennick does a good job to keep that one in and keep possession for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Doman gets around Foster with a silky, smooth skill. And now Judd wins it back for Farmington.
Yeah, what a move right there by Doman to get past Foster right there and with the little Meg. That was a sight to see right there.
Judd back in possession. Foster cuts it back. Foster keeps the ball. Judd to Cheney. Looking back for Cheney. And Cheney goes down. A foul called and a free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Or excuse me, the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It's going to be Pennick standing over it to take. The captain, Pennick again. 6:25. Almost halfway through this overtime period. Pennick will boot it up and away. Goes back post. Looks like it came off the head of Toby Grant. It did. A corner kick coming up here for PG.
Yeah, Pennick's been dangerous on the free kicks all day from deep in. He almost found the head of his teammates right there, but unfortunately it was flicked off into a corner.
Looks like that's Fritcher over on the far side taking it. Fritcher crosses it in, back post, just goes over the bar and out. I think it bounced off the crossbar as it went over. Substitution getting ready over on the far side as it's going to be Nathan Martinez checking back in. Angel Perez heads to the bench for a breather. Bynum will boot this one away. Leaves it close to Toby Grant. Grant will boot this up. Lands at Pennick. And now here comes Cheney. Out wide to Ben Wright. The goal scorer, the guy who tied it all up. Plays it into Foster. Foster up to Ashby. Nicely cut out there by Maximos Olmos. As play on, says the ref. Fritcher plays it out wide to Doman. Doman goes to ground. Regains his footing. Doman taking it in. Cut out by Cheney. And Doman comes across and makes a challenge as we'll have a stoppage in play here. And a yellow card caution issued with 4:43 left to go. Doman will have to head to the bench as he goes into the book for the yellow card.
Yeah, Doman just showing a little frustration right there after losing the ball and then putting in a tackle and eventually picking up a yellow card. Now he has to leave the field, and he's been having a good day as well, and so that's not good for the Vikings to have an impactful player like him go onto the bench.
Ball headed away by Olmos. Nicely done by Merriweather to keep that one in. Brought down by Fritcher. Fritcher now up the sideline, pokes it through to Merriweather. Coming across is Toby Grant. Grant will clear it out, takes a deflection off of Merriweather, and it'll be Farmington ball. Farmington taking it quickly. Lands at Fritcher. Fritcher intercepts. Fritcher brings it down, cuts inside. Settles it for Lindstorm. Ball goes out wide to Nathan Martinez. Martinez taking a shot from distance, takes a deflection. Lindstorm giving chase. That's a Draney. Ball given away now by PG. Foster cut out by Lindstorm. Cheney coming across. Keeps possession for Farmington. The ref tried to give the advantage, but will come back as a foul is called. Free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Farmington playing with 10. Toby Grant will boot this one up and away. Right. Lets it go through and comes off of a Viking, so we'll have a throw in here for the Phoenix. Austin Judd to throw it in. Judd plays it in. Cheney brings it down. Judd crosses it in. Near post. No one's there as Gibbons boots it away. Foster recovers. Ashby trying it from distance. Doesn't get the best of touches on it, but it makes it awkward as it takes a bounce. Cheney trying to play it back in. Takes a deflection and a corner kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix.
Yeah, just Judd and Pennick coming together right there. And Pennick thought that was a goal kick, but the referee gave it a corner, and now Farmington have a dangerous corner opportunity.
2:05 left to go here in overtime. Cheney with the cross, goes back post. Foster brings it down. Ben Wright is there and saved by Atkinson. Ben Wright almost poked it through, but Atkinson coming up with a big save.
Yeah, Atkinson coming up with another big save to keep the Vikings in this one against the Phoenix. He's been crucial for them today.
Toby Grant with a nice little bit of skill there, as Grant will boot this one up and over. Pennick is there with the header. Foster brings it down. Try to play it out to Ashby. Ball given away. Here comes McMurtry, who pokes it through. Merriweather giving chase. Judd boots it up, and that ball will go out of bounds and out. Thrown coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. 1 minute left. Second overtime looming large. Olmos throws it in. Brought down by Pennick. Ball booted over the top. Finds McMurtry, who tried to get a header on it. Couldn't redirect it on frame.
Yeah, great ball by Pennick right there once again. And finally, he connected with one of his teammates, and which was McMurtry, the goal scorer. And he connected with it, but just couldn't get it on frame.
It's Gibbons. Gibbons, who carries, plays it out to Martinez. 30 seconds left. Martinez trying to get it back to Gibbons and cut out by Farmington, but only momentarily as that ball goes out of bounds and out. Throwing fear for PG. McMurtry leaves it for Martinez. Nicely won back by the Phoenix. Over Hansley, playing it to Pennick. Pennick will boot this one into the mix. Brought down by Fritcher, takes a touch. McMurtry with the shot, and that will do it. Great opportunity there from Pleasant Grove at the end of it, but Fritcher couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Fritcher just ghosted in the box right there behind the defense.
The starters identified
Couldn't get anything
in the press box.
from it, though, but he laid it off to McMurtry, and McMurtry saw his shot deflected out for the end of the first half of overtime.
We head to the break. Still tied up at 1-1. Make sure to stick with us for second overtime action when we return. Welcome back. Stadium here. It's the 6A semifinals, game number 1. And it's the number 1 in the RPI, Farmington Phoenix, going toe-to-toe with the number 4 Pleasant Grove. Another overtime period where the teams could not be separated. So we head to second overtime. Carson, what are we expecting here in second OT?
Someone to get a game-winning goal. Otherwise, this is going to penalties, and the keepers are going to be put to the test in this one.
Remember that the golden goal rule applies. Next goal wins. And that team that scores that golden goal will be heading to America First Field. And we'll have a chance to fight for a 6A championship. 10 more minutes on the board. Tied up at 1-1. Farmington heading out to the field as they get set. Want to remind you that the Farmington Phoenix currently down a man. Luke Haven sent off about halfway through the second half, and since then the Farmington Phoenix have been playing with 10. Do we expect fatigue to start settling in, especially when you're covering for an extra person?
Farmington haven't slowed down at all ever since they went down a man. I don't expect them to slow down here in the second half of overtime as they're looking to get a game winner in this game.
The whistle blows and we're underway for second overtime between the number 1 Farmington Phoenix and the number 4 Pleasant Grove Vikings. That ball goes out wide, brought in by Lindstorm. It's Fritcher. Fritcher back into Lindstorm. Lindstorm out wide to Merriweather. Merriweather plays it into Fritcher. Fritcher goes down and a foul called. And a free kick coming up here for the Farmington Phoenix. Ball floated over the top. Atkinson comes off his line, makes a save. Atkinson scanning, looking to play this one out, and does. McMurtry brings it in. Nicely cut out there by Foster, making a defensive challenge. As that ball's poked away, goes out of bounds and out. Thrown coming up here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. McMurtry at the edge of the 18. Goes through. Oberhansley is there. Oberhansley taking a shot from distance. And we have a handball called, a foul, and a free kick in a dangerous position here for the Pleasant Grove Vikings.
This is the perfect spot for the Vikings right here. Caden Pennock and John Fritcher will line up for this free kick, hoping to put this game to bed and send Farmington home.
Pennock and Fritcher standing over the ball to take. 3 on the wall. Bynum centrally off the wall. Bounces away. Goes out of bounds and out. Pleasant Grove ball. Nicely done there by Bynum's wall to cover. Fritcher had eyes for goal.
Yeah, and neither Pennock or Fritcher have been able to get that ball over the wall this whole game. They've had plenty of opportunities from outside the box to put a ball into the box for a dangerous opportunity, and neither have done that yet.
Ball whipped in, cleared out by Jensen. Brought down now by over Hansley. And Pleasant Grove remain in possession. Martinez, Lindstorm. Lindstorm lays it to an overlapping Doman. Doman does a good job to keep it in. Judd battling it out over in the corner. Comes off of Judd and out for another PG throw. See if Pleasant Grove decides to go deep. And they will as it goes near post. And one back by Ashby. Ashby will boot this one away, looking for Cole Janke. Janke brings it in after Pennick boots it away. Ball over on the far side as Judd will throw it in. Comes off the head of a Phoenix and booted away by Pennick. McMurtry, the goal scorer, trying to win it back, does. Doman up back to Golden McMurtry and takes a heavy touch, out of bounds and out. Throwing coming up here for the Phoenix.
Yeah, just couldn't control the ball right there, and his touch let him down as the ball rolled out of bounds.
Out of bounds once more as Pleasant Grove trying to keep their foot in the attacking third. Fritcher
Pleasant Grove goal, number 16, Caden Cummings.
Another opportunity here for Farmington to take a lead. It's Toby Grant. Steps up and puts it into the back of the net. 3-2 advantage Farmington.
Number 10, Toby Grant, goal for Farmington.
Here comes the shot, and it's a save by Bynum! Jackson Bynum does it again! And who else but the hometown hero, Chase Ashby, steps up, the shot, to the 6A state championship. 4-2 the final score, and the shootout of the number one have a chance to fight for their first ever state championship.
Teams if you could form your handshake line as quickly as possible and vacate the field so